iPhone 6s versus iPhone 8 speed test. That video is coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone 6s versus the iPhone 8 speed test. Now, this is not a full-on comparison, but we are going to test the speed differences here. Let's go ahead and begin with a boot up test in 3, 2, 1. Now, these are both 64 gigabyte variants, space gray on the right, and we do have a gold on the left iPhone 6s. This does have an Apple A11 Bionic chip. This has an Apple A9 chip. Both are very fast phones, but the A11 should be well ahead of that A9, and you see that boot up just smoking fast there on the iPhone 8. 2 gigs of RAM here on both. Both have 12 megapixel cameras on the rear, and they both have, you know, solid battery life, but not great battery life. So there is the iPhone 6s. You can see right out the gate, the iPhone 8 super fast on the boot up. All right, guys, so now that we're on the lock screens, let's test those fingerprint scanners. So because of the A11, the iPhone 8 should be a little faster, even though the fingerprint scanner is the same generation version, 2nd gen. Let's go ahead and do this test here now in 3, 2, and 1. And you can see just slightly faster on the 8. You can even slow the video down just a bit if you want to see this in 3, 2, 1. And you can see it's just slightly faster every time on the iPhone 8. So you can see you're getting a slightly faster boot up. Well, like actually a pretty much faster boot up and a slightly faster fingerprint scanner here. Okay, guys, so quickly confirming their software versions. You can see I do have 11.03.15A432 here. Same on the right side, 11.03.15A432. Let's get into the speed test. All right, guys, so we have them lined up next to each other. Let's see which one is actually quicker in the real world speed test. Let's get in calendar, and you can see calendar first there for the iPhone 8. What about settings? You could see iPhone 8 once again. Weather, looks like the iPhone 8 again. Clock, looks like the iPhone 8 again. Calculator, iPhone 8 slightly again. Camera, iPhone 6s surprisingly, but you get a better camera on the 8. Instagram on the right. Twitter, you can see Twitter is first there for the iPhone 8 with that A11 Bionic showing its stuff. What about Snapchat there on the left, surprisingly. What about PVZ, Planet vs. Zombies, or Plants vs. Zombies? You can see Apple GPU ripping through this right here, and we're ready to go. Here comes the Power VR GT 7600, and there it comes, coming home. Let's go into Subway Surfers, and you can see Subway Surfers just rips through there on the A11 Bionic combined with the Apple GPU. So you're gonna get an update in gaming performance as you see right here. Dead Trigger 2 first on the iPhone 8. So again, as you would expect, it's a slight performance upgrade here going to the iPhone 8. What about speed test? You can see speed test there first on the right. Let's go ahead and run one now. We're gonna run one here on the iPhone 6s. We'll let that finish up, and then we'll run one here on the iPhone 8. Look at that, 78. This is still a good phone here. The iPhone 6s is still a really good phone. I think that's why Apple still sells it here. What are we gonna get on the upload here? Now, this is network dependent here, so if you're watching this speed test, this might differ depending on what network you're on. But I can tell you right now, coming to a 6s and going to an iPhone 8, it's gonna be a slight speed improvement. You'll probably notice it a little bit, but it's nothing that is gonna be crazy. Let's go ahead and test now the iPhone 8 to see if it's got better connectivity here. So 89.31 on the download and 4.54 on the upload for the iPhone 6s. And it looks like the iPhone 8 is gonna have a slightly better download. So 89.51, I mean, that's really nothing. That's not gonna change nothing in the day-to-day. You can see it looks like about the same on the upload again, maybe a little lower. So looks like the iPhone 8 is gonna lose this one on the upload. Yes, it is. So iPhone 6s hanging right there with the iPhone 8. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna run this multitasking test backwards. So let's begin with speed test. You can see the iPhone 8 is slightly ahead, dead trigger. And look like the iPhone 8 again. What about Subway Surfers? About the same. What about PVZ? And they were both loaded there on PVZ. What about Snapchat? Snapchat on the iPhone 8. Twitter, definitely the same there. Instagram, the same on Instagram. Camera. Ooh, that one was close. I think that was the 8. Maybe the 6s, let me know down below. Camera or calculator. Looked about the same. What about clock? Looked like the iPhone 8. What about weather? iPhone 8 definitely. Settings, but look at that performance here in 2017 for the iPhone 6S. You can see it right here live on camera. It gets the job done. And that's pretty much gonna wrap it up here for my speed test. I don't wanna do many more speed tests here. You've seen that the performance in the real world is gonna be about the same, slightly better on the iPhone 8. But where this is really gonna matter, this A11 Bionic, is if you're, ripping through videos, you're doing some 4K 60 rendering, stuff like that, or maybe you're downloading the latest and greatest AR applications. That's where the iPhone 8 is definitely gonna show its stuff over the 6S. That's where the power is gonna show, not more in the day-to-day. So you gotta decide if you're that person using that stuff. I've actually been finding myself not really using any of that, extremely amazing power in the iPhone 8. I've just been using the day-to-day apps, and I find it to be almost identical to the iPhone 6S in everyday performance. Now, it does have some other benefits over the 6S, like the better camera, the better build quality, the better battery life. It has quite a few improvements, fast wireless charging, that definitely make it worth an upgrade. And I still think it's worth the upgrade over the 6S, but from a pure standpoint of speed, you're not gonna see too much in your day-to-day real world stuff. But you will see it if you're doing AR, video rendering, or you're downloading the latest game that requires iOS 11 with the most power in a smartphone. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, enjoyable, entertaining, informing, go ahead and give me some help here by leaving a like down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. I will catch you all in the next episode. Be sure to be well, and peace.